Hello grade 9 Math Talino and Math Galing students. Are you ready to have fun with math? I am Teacher Badeth, your study buddy in this video lesson. Before we begin, let us have first a few reminders. First, stay alert and focus on the video lesson. Second, prepare your pen and your paper for your answer sheets. Third, you may pause the video and play it back to understand more our lesson. And the last one is to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Do you want to play a game? That's nice to hear because I have prepared something for you, my dear learners. It is a word guessing game and I call it Who Am I to You. You are going to identify the word using its definition and a picture clue. Take note, you are only given 10 seconds to answer. Are you ready? Let's begin.
First picture. According to its definition, it is a different form of something. The picture asks, who am I to you? Your timer starts now. What do you think is the word? Very good. The word is variation. Moving on to the second picture, day and night. The definition says that it is opposite or contrary in position, direction, order, or effect. The picture asks, who am I to you? Any guess? Exactly. The word is inverse. Third picture. The result of two or more number when multiplied together. The picture says, who am I to you? What do you think is the word? Very good. The word is product. Last picture. The picture has the word change, and the definition states that it occurs constantly over a period of time. For the last time, who am I to you? Any guess? That's correct. The word is constant.
Based on our activity, what do you think is our next lesson? Very good. Our next lesson is about inverse variation. And at the end of the lesson, you are expected to, number 1, define inverse variation. Number 2, illustrate inverse variation in real-life situation. And number 3, translate statements that illustrate inverse variation in an equation. Are you ready? Let's begin. So what is an inverse variation? In an inverse variation, an increase in one quantity brings about a decrease in the other, and vice versa, such that their product will remain the same. To further understand, let's have an illustration. Let's take a look at these two kids. As the boy goes up, the girl goes down, or the other way around. That illustrates an inverse variation. Another illustration, the number of people to the time taken to complete a task. As the number of people increases, the time taken to complete a task decreases, or the other way around. As the number of people decreases, the number of time taken to complete a task increases. Now it's your turn.
Can you think of situations too that illustrate inverse variation? Going back to this illustration, we represent the kids as x and y respectively. As the value of x increases, the value of y decreases. Or, as the value of x decreases, the value of y increases. In addition to that, whenever the product of corresponding values of two quantities is constant, then one quantity varies inversely as the other. Meaning to say, k is equal to xy, wherein k is the constant of variation that relates the two variables. Furthermore, k is equal to xy can be written as y is equal to k over x, and can be read as y varies inversely as x, or y is inversely proportional to x. Let's have an activity. Identify if the given statements are inverse or not. Distance and brightness. Is it inverse or not? Very good. It is inverse. Because the further away we are from the light, the less bright it is. As the distance increases, brightness decreases. And as distance goes down, brightness goes up. Therefore, this illustrates inverse variation. Time and freshness of a food item. Inverse or not? Very good, it is inverse. When you pluck a fruit from a tree and store it in a basket, it begins to lose its freshness as time passes by. As time increases, the freshness of the fruit begins to decrease. Therefore, time and freshness of food item illustrates inverse variation. Third, effort and school grade. Inverse or not? Exactly. It is not considered as inverse variation because it is direct variation. The more effort you exert, the higher the grade. Meaning to say, it does not illustrate inverse variation. Instead, it illustrates direct variation. Last, number of vehicles on the road and free space on the road. Inverse variation or not? Very good. It is considered as inverse because more number of vehicles would cover more area of the road, thereby leaving less empty space, and fewer number of vehicles would need comparatively less area of the road. Therefore, provides more empty space. Hence, it illustrates inverse variation.
How did you find our lesson? I hope you enjoyed it. You are now ready to answer your modules. Go get that module and nail it. Remember this quote from the late Kobe Bryant. Great things come from hard work and perseverance. See you in our next lesson. Bye!